Welcome to today's PsychWSigmund, where we delve into the fascinating realm of covert versus overt narcissism. This psychological concept has garnered significant attention in recent years, and for good reason. Understanding narcissistic tendencies can help us navigate our relationships, improve our emotional intelligence, and even enhance our own self-awareness. So, what exactly is covert versus overt narcissism? In everyday language, narcissism refers to an excessive preoccupation with oneself, often accompanied by a lack of empathy for others. However, there's a crucial distinction between two subtypes, overt and covert narcissism. Overt narcissists are the ones who proudly flaunt their self-importance, dominating conversations and seeking constant admiration from others. On the other hand, covert narcissists may appear humble or introverted on the surface, but secretly crave attention and validation. The concept of narcissistic personality disorder (NPD) was first introduced by psychoanalyst Heinz Kohut in the 1960s. Since then, researchers have continued to refine our understanding of narcissism, including the distinction between overt and covert subtypes. Psychologists like Robert Raskin and Calvin Hall have made significant contributions to this field, highlighting the complexities of narcissistic behavior. One key psychological theory that explains covert versus overt narcissism is the concept of the narcissistic continuum. This idea suggests that narcissistic tendencies exist on a spectrum, ranging from healthy self-confidence to pathological grandiosity. Research has shown that individuals with NPD often exhibit both overt and covert narcissistic traits, which can manifest in different contexts. For instance, an individual may display overtly narcissistic behavior at work but exhibit more covert tendencies in their personal relationships. Studies have consistently shown that both subtypes of narcissists tend to engage in manipulative and exploitative behaviors, often at the expense of others. However, covert narcissists may be more likely to use passive-aggressive tactics, such as guilt-tripping or self-pity, to achieve their goals. Research by psychologist Craig Malkin has also highlighted the importance of emotional intelligence in distinguishing between healthy and unhealthy forms of narcissism. Meet Sarah, a charismatic entrepreneur who proudly showcases her achievements on social media. She dominates conversations, often interrupting others to share her own stories, and expects constant admiration from her followers. This is a classic example of overt narcissism. However, when you work with him on a project, you start to notice that he becomes overly sensitive to criticism and uses guilt trips to get others to do what he wants. This is an example of covert narcissism. Understanding covert versus overt. Narcissism can have numerous practical applications in our everyday lives. For one, it can help us develop more empathetic relationships by recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior and setting healthy boundaries. By being aware of these tendencies, we can also improve our own emotional intelligence and self-awareness, allowing us to navigate complex social situations with greater ease. In terms of therapeutic approaches, psychologists often use techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, or psychodynamic therapy to help individuals with NPD. These therapies focus on developing self-awareness, improving empathy, and changing maladaptive behaviors. Research has shown that these interventions can be effective in reducing narcissistic tendencies and promoting more adaptive coping mechanisms. As we explore the complexities of covert versus overt narcissism, it's essential to acknowledge some controversies and debates in the field. Some researchers argue that the concept of NPD is too broad, encompassing a range of distinct personality disorders. Others debate the effectiveness of current therapeutic approaches, suggesting that more research is needed to develop evidence-based treatments. In conclusion, covert versus overt narcissism is a multifaceted psychological concept that can have significant implications for our relationships, emotional intelligence, and overall well-being. By understanding the theoretical background, research findings, and real-world applications of this concept, we can cultivate a deeper sense of empathy and self-awareness. Remember, recognizing covert versus overt narcissism is not about labeling or judging others. It's about acknowledging the complexities of human behavior and striving to create more compassionate connections with those around us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.